Hey, I'm Fish. I went ahead and I got my Power Director 365 by Cyberlink. And like always, people are not happy with a program, no matter which one it is. And could it be because the requirements may not meet everyone's expectations of their machines they have? I don't know. My machine and Wondershare Filmora 15, I got issues, and I want something that works better, faster, like the $6 million man. I know I hit the shutter, and I didn't hit the stop. So let's go do the test right now. Hit the shutter. I guess when you get old, like others and all, maybe my hearing is gone a little bit and I can't hear the beeps. And that's where I appreciate Insta360, but they removed one of the vibrations in the X5. And the vibration is a great feel. You can feel it in the handle. The camera alone has an electronic high-pitch start-stop. It also has the tone start-stop and other sounds with the Atto and Nano. And that, like I said, I just don't hear at times, especially when they're out, and about. When I downloaded Cyberlink from Cyberlink themselves, it was an easy download. But when I downloaded it off of Amazon, where I made my purchase, it was complicated. But by the time I got it all up and running, I was making my videos already. Today I left home, the extra muse, and let me just show you what I see here. I just dropped my frame rate down to 4K 24 where low light really supposed to work. I'm not even sure if you're on 4K 60, it's going to enable low light or if it automatically does it. So that means this camera is going to be jumping all over the place when you go from a bright light to a low light. And it makes no difference if I went down to 4K 24. It still shows the same screen. And I want to read what it says to you so we can understand. Wireless microphone connected, no video output attached. Multifunctional vision dock to camera to view. So when this microphone is hooked up to the camera system and you separate the camera, the microphone stops you seeing video. How sweet is that? But at least you see the sound going. I have to go and check on out with, you got it, the DJI Osmo Nano, and try it with the microphone and see if they corrected that. And if they did, then we now know the extra Atto is behind on firmware. And I doubt we're ever going to see that battery indicator corrected because it's probably just a camera that can only charge up to 75% of use. And that 100% is not there. Imagine the full potential of this camera. I shot some video of a very expensive lamp that weighs 35 pounds, they say. Unless I'm getting weak, it feels like it's over 35, like 50 to 75 pounds. And it's heavy. Just the lamp alone, I think the base alone is another 35 pounds. And you can't tilt that. But this thing lights it up real bright. And I'll put that in the video below. And that video is going to be something else. Now, I'm doing, you got it, with the microphone and all. And I'm frozen, as you can see. Houston, we got a problem. My first problem, put the camera to the post, do my scene where I wanted to talk about showing a stand-up torchlight, how bright it is and lighting up the sky. And I point the camera to you, you still see the screen, you see the microphone, frozen, and it was recording. And here we are talking about it. So there's problem number 2. I got a glitch and I got an issue. Do the scene over. That's all I can say. I see the screen and microphone is working quite well this time. And yeah, problems do happen when you don't pay attention, like the extra muse, and you're not in the frame, and you're like this. You're all the way on top. As I was talking about the extra muse and the gimbal, and you want to make sure you get your face not on top, but if you do, and that's the look you want, make sure you look in the camera and have it where you're like this. So this way when we hold it, we do that little rule, right? Sometimes I hold the camera so I could block that street lamp out. I got no choice. Else you want to see the street light back there, getting the shot a little ruined. Like I said, I got Power Director 365. I like the number of titles I can use. For $54.99, am I going to complain? Because I'm just using titles. If I put it to the timeline and I want to do a crossfade, I can do it. I don't drag it through to get it like I do in Magic. I have to do an extra step. And I can have it set up that way. And it doesn't have a magnet snap to the timeline unless I'm missing a setting or setup in there. And this way I could hit it, override it a little bit, and it disappears. And some other programs just bring it right to the very end. You got a whole bunch of them right there. Not a good day for the muse to be outside, but you can use it. It's not raining, it's just a wet day. To me, it's not a good day. There's a Cyberlink Power Director 365 doesn't have where you see the video progressing, the actual video moving along when it's being made. You do see the line that goes for the rendering, and that's about it. It starts like at 20% all the time, and it takes its time there. Pretty fast rendering if fast. Is it faster than others? I don't know. Imagine the Atto and Nano got subject tracking into the camera, but they didn't make it 2.7K, and they made it 1080p, 720p. Would you be interested in it? Now I know I don't hear the end or see the red light go that fast, and when I hit the stop button, I don't see my camera doing red because I look at it when I hit it off like so. These are the little things that I see, just me. And all I hear is noise. And that's why I took the microphone today and I'm walking with it. And I got it on noise canceling so you don't have to hear the traffic noise 24/7. A lot of people left early because of DST. We have daylight savings time, and it's in effect at this moment. Does this camera have daylight saving times built in? And with the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro, we had a problem with daylight savings time that stopped timer shooting from working correctly. And that's something we have to, again, test out and be on our tippy toes when DJI and probably Extra make software, firmware, and all these features that we are the guinea pigs on the market, testing out their product, finding out the issue, and doing the best we can tell to them how to get it working. And some of us figured out it was daylight savings time pretty quickly that we set the camera an hour behind or put the date back behind daylight savings time. Timer shooting worked. Well, that's my highlight of my talk. And I'm in a bright lit area. I'm happy I got some light so I can shed the talk to you in a nice, well lit section. The camera does a good job. If I want to get a warmer or cooler look, we adjust the auto white balance, which I just leave it on auto. I don't see any use for in low light. You got it, flat or X-Log or D-Log M. It really doesn't or will not do a great job. And the thing is, it's not going to be H.265 quality, I believe, in H-Log or HDR. Certain cameras will switch off and go into H.264 with extra. It is said when you look at the compression in there, what HEVC is used for and how it's used. The only way to learn the camera is not to grab it and go. It is to turn it on and go through the settings and look at it and practice until you are very familiar with your camera. It is a very easy camera to get to use and get out there and get video. Don't put it on pro, just keep it on auto. Patio will do a nice job for you. Some people don't do 4K. Some people don't like to use HEVC. Some people want something very simple and easy to use. And that's what this is all about. What I've noticed, if I let the camera go to auto shutdown, it just beeps. It don't bring up a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 screen shutting down. I guess we don't need that. And that's the way it is. Well, it's time for me to go meet up with Joe. And do take care of Bizwax. And I'll see you on another video with the fish, what it's all about. Well, I'm gonna go sit down by the editor with Joe. Like I said, edit my video, post it on up, share it to the world.